Cheers, Stu. They're off from the 2-mile start for the Hazelton Mountford Insurance Brokers EBF Junior National Hunt Hurdle. Feel Good leads Majeur Alain and Diamond Jim on the run to the first of 8 flights. Feel Good at a steady tempo reaches the first just over a length in front, not entirely convincing at it. Majeur Alain and Diamond Jim dispute second on the outside of Messine, who runs a close fourth as they clear flight number 2. Leader was much better at that flight. They're all across it safely. The last 3 to jump it were Dreams Car, Let's Go Mo and Maxius Aurelius. Feel Good establishing a clear lead after jumping the second, has moved on by 3 lengths. Messine has moved up on the inside of Diamond Jim to give chase, with Majeur Alain now settling in 4th place, just in front of Dreams Car. The last 2 remain Let's Go Mo and Maxius Aurelius. On their way up towards the 3rd flight of hurdles, Feel Good is chased by Messine, who's now an outright second. Diamond Jim will leave the ground in 3rd as they jump the 3rd flight, which they've all stepped across fluently. Majeur Alain runs 4th, with Dreams Car moving through on his inside, and the last pair remain Maxius Aurelius and Let's Go Mo. Heading towards the top of the hill, Feel Good by a couple of lengths, with Messine in 2nd, Diamond Jim a length away in 3rd, then Majeur Alain and Dreams Car as they begin the descent. The last 2 positions remain filled by Let's Go Mo on the outside of Maxius Aurelius. So Feel Good with a 4-length advantage now as they approach the turn into the back straight, where 3 flights of hurdles await them. Messine giving chase. Diamond Jim just being pushed for a stride or 2 by Toby McCain-Mitchell. Majeur Alain and Dreams Car in behind the leading trio as they level off to run down the back. Maxius Aurelius and Let's Go Mo remain in the last pair. Arriving at flight number 4, Feel Good jumped it well. 2 or 3 in front of Messine, Diamond Jim. Maxius Aurelius now gets a bump in the saddle from Stan Shepherd as they prepare to jump the 5th flight of hurdles. Feel Good only a length and a half in front of Messine. Diamond Jim taking closer order. And then the pushed along Majeur Alain and Dreams Car on the inside. Let's Go Mo and Maxius Aurelius are both well in touch. They're on their way towards the 3rd from home, with the field still well grouped. Behind Feel Good, with Diamond Jim moving into 2nd on the outside of Messine, jumping 3 out. Majeur Alain took it 4th, and then Dreams Car and Let's Go Mo and Marcus Aurelius, and they're about to head into the turn that leads them out to the back straight. Feel Good with the advantage. Messine regains 2nd as Diamond Jim comes off the bridle. Dreams Car going for a run at the inside of Majeur Alain was stopped in his tracks on the home turn. Let's Go Mo and Maxius Aurelius are losing touch as Feel Good leads them into the wings of the 2nd last with a lead of 3 lengths and came up out of the rider's hands, 2 out. Messine over in 2nd. Majeur Alain and Diamond Jim are 3rd and 4th. Feel Good at the last, another huge jump, landed 6 lengths clear of Messine, and Majeur Alain having a battle for 2nd, but having made all of the running. Feel Good is going to run out a very handsome winner of the opener. Feel Good has beaten Majeur Alain. Messine ran 3rd. Diamond Jim is home in 4th, and then came Dreams Car.
Feel Good has won our opener here at Warwick in impressive style on British racecourse debut. Joined here by Nicky Henderson. Nicky, from what you'd seen at home, was that everything you were hoping?
Well, quite a bit more, because actually he doesn't show you a lot at home, I must admit. He's nice, jumps very well. He's done it all really nicely, but he's not. Put it like this, he's a different horse on the racecourse. There's no doubt about that. We didn't quite know what to expect.
What were you most impressed with how he went about things today?
The fact that my binoculars didn't work, so I haven't seen a thing. No, Nico tells me he jumped very well, George tells me he jumped very well, and Nico says he's got a right turn of foot. So that'll do me.
When it comes to something like the Triumph Hurdle, is he now in that picture for you?
I think I wouldn't get to, these junior national hunt races, they're all for inexperienced horses. He's slotted into this by one day. Otherwise he'd have run too early to even get in. He can run in one of those again, and he's actually still technically even now he's a novice for next season. He doesn't lose next season's novice status. So we can either box very clever or see what he's made of by running him in a decent race. And if he didn't win that, well then, as I say, he's still available as a novice hurdler for next season. So we've got a lot to think about, really.
Is that a reason why he came here instead of, I know he's entered in the Triumph Trial tomorrow at Cheltenham?
Yeah, well, we were eligible to come into a race like this, which is not surprisingly quite a lot easier than the Triumph Hurdle Trial. So it's a nice race for him to start. And that's it particularly because he did his work very nicely, but there was nothing very flashy about it, and it was just a great little place for him to start.
Well, a winning start on a big couple of days for you. Tomorrow at Trials Day, you've got plenty of chances at Cheltenham. The one horse most people might be going there for is to see Sergino in the Unibet Hurdle. How's the mood at the camp?
Good. Everybody's, they're there because we're all happy with him, and he's been good, as we are with them. There's quite, as you say, it's quite a big team tomorrow. It's a very important day across the board, really. So we've, I could have done without the rain. I mean, they've done brilliantly here. That is not. We all thought this would be very soft, and it's quite nice ground. It's very nice ground. It'll be hard work tomorrow, because a lot of us are rather feeling, well, we want the trials. They're an important part of the build-up to March, but we also don't want desperately hard races in very bad ground, so everybody's probably quite titchy at the moment.
It's a fascinating race coming up against the New Lion. There's no obvious pace angle. I know that he made it at Kempton, but he was kind of forced into doing that. Is there a preference with what might happen tomorrow?
No, because as you can see, we've ridden him he made the running in the Christmas Hurdle purely because he was actually too fresh, and nobody really wanted to go on. He was just a bit gassy early on, and it left him in front, but he didn't mind. He made it when he won the Desert Orchid, didn't he, when he ran over fences. So I don't think it matters.
Well, best of luck. Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.